Hi everyone, I think I'm going to buy an iPhone, and I've been an Android guy for years. Like, the iPhone I had was the iPhone 3GS, and I've not had one ever since. There's a lot I hate about iPhone with a passion. Even right now, even while I'm considering buying an iPhone, I hate iPhone. There is so much I don't like. Like, I just can't. Let's say that I want to download a specific app which is no longer supported. Let's say it's not on the App Store or something. I can find a way to get that onto an Android, but I can't get that onto an iPhone. It's so locked down and annoying. It infuriates me. I'm proper in two minds, guys. In the comments, if you guys can just let me know and just see if you can convince me to not buy an iPhone. But I think it's going to happen, you know. I think it's going to happen. And it's because I cannot deny the iPhone's camera. I'm literally only going to buy the phone for the camera, and that's it. But that's how good their camera is. Their camera's crazy. Like, for video, I don't really care about photos, and Android can do decent photos, so in that realm, not much in it. But for video, guys, my perspective, iPhone is leaps and bounds ahead of the game. I'm not too sure about audio quality, but I think that they win there too. But for video, guys, they smash it. They smash it out of the park. They give you the image you want. Right now, okay, so I'm filming here on an iPhone and here on an Android. Now, in terms of price and about the time when these two came out, they're kind of similar. In fact, I think that the Android here is a little bit more premium. A little bit more. It's a bit of a good Android. But the iPhone, this one is a basic iPhone, guys. Look at it. Just look at it. And this is not even at full arm's length. So without full arm's length, I've got such a comfortable frame on the iPhone. Yet the Android, for me, no, that's too zoomed in. I don't like it. I have to stretch my arm all the way out to get a half-decent frame on it. And even then, on an Android, you can tell when it's shot on an Android. You can tell when it's filmed on an Android. iPhone is like Blu-ray. Android is like 1980s videotape. It is. It still is after all this time. Someone is going to have to find me, let me know what I'm missing out on an Android. Let me know where that Android is that beats the iPhone when it comes to video. Don't care about anything else, just video. Like, I'll even forego audio. Yeah? Let's not even include audio issues, guys. Let's just go video by itself. Yeah? And just someone, let me know which Android beats iPhone, because I think it doesn't exist. Even Samsung's top of the line, you can tell when it's not an iPhone, you can tell. So, I think they've worn me down. I've waited long enough for that Android to come out with that amazing video quality, and it hasn't happened. So now I'm going to have to bite the bullet, and I'm going to have to buy an iPhone just for the video. I don't even like the operating system. I hate it. I hate the operating system. I hate the ecosystem. Don't care about it. Don't want it. But I'm buying it for the camera. Not a good day, but gotta be done. So this here, the top, this is a Pixel 6. A decent phone. Pure Android. It's about as pure as it gets. This is Google's phone. Pixel 6. And the iPhone here, this is an iPhone SE. I believe it's a 2022 model. In fact, it is. I'm pretty sure. I've got a video of it somewhere. It's written on the box. Anyway, this iPhone SE, which is not even like a top of the line iPhone, is smashing a Pixel 6 out of the park. Why? Why do we still not have a decent Android? But in terms of the cameras specifically, of course, Androids are wonderful in terms of how they work, their ecosystem, the functionality, the things you can do in them, how easy they are to use with other devices and with each other. Androids run everything in that sense. But the iPhone kills it on video consistently. Every single time. You can proper tell when someone's using an iPhone. That's how big the disparity is. It's too big. Can't be denied. Gonna have to buy an iPhone. I'm gonna buy the iPhone SE. I'm gonna try and go for the 2022 model. I want 256 gigabytes. That's what I want. And that'll be the end of Android. I really hope I can like live with the iPhone, because I know that the interface is going to get on my nerves. I'm not going to like it. I'm not going to enjoy it. I know I'm not. But I'm doing it for the camera, and that's going to be satisfying. Let's just bring audio back into the conversation here. I feel like this Android is going to win on audio quality. I feel like it. It might not, but I feel like it. For me to test it, I'll have to take both of these phones out into a noisy environment and check their... Of course, the environment that I'm in right now, there probably won't be a big enough gap for me to actually assess the difference. But like what I'm going off right now, the way the image looks, mainly framing, mainly width, I want a really good quality, decent, wide-angle, front-facing lens. And then I want equally good or better on the rear camera. There's no reason why that shouldn't be existing by now on Androids, but it's just not about. It really isn't. I was hoping to stay with Pixels. That was the plan, because I do like having pure Android and like the features that come with it. You get the updates first and the features first and all that lot. And I like that, and I like the support that Google give. They do give decent support to their devices. And with it being pure Android, it'll work with basically everything Android easily, really well. But the iPhone still wins. Even after all of that, the iPhone camera is still so much better that I will let those benefits go, and I'll take the iPhone. Another thing that I should mention is people who make apps, companies that make apps, for example, Rode, they've made that Rode video app, like a new video making app or something, right? Which is really good. It basically lets you film from your front camera and the back camera at the same time. That is a brilliant app, guys. It's going to be so useful. You'll find your own reasons for making it useful, but it's brilliant. Anyway, that's not available on Android. DJI. I've got a DJI Osmo Pocket, first generation. It's an alright camera, has its issues. But it has an app with it, and that lets you remote control the device if you have the accessory for that, which I do. Now that app is no longer supported on Android. Even if you get the dodgy version of the app, like find it from their website or whatever and install it, doesn't work. But it still works on Apple, still works on iPhone. So there are makers who make apps specifically for iPhone, and those apps don't come to Android necessarily. Probably the same other way around as well. But the ones that I'm finding use for, they're on iPhone. And then we come back to the camera, which is amazing. So these 2 points, even though I hate the ecosystem, and I think I always will, I am basically in the market for an iPhone. Somebody in the comments, please help and save me from buying an iPhone. Please. I'm not going to buy like one of the big XL Pros, blah, blah, blah. Which means I'm going to end up with a tiny screen like I'm back in the year 2002. And everything that I watch will be this big on the screen, because that's what iPhones do, unless you want to spend $1,000 on it. yeah, I don't want to buy one of the expensive ones. Like, I don't want to buy like a 13, 15 Pro Max, whatever they're on now, XL Supreme Edition. No thanks, I don't need it. Although the cameras on that will be mental, crazy mental, out of this world style. It's not what I'm going to do. So yeah, I think I'm buying an iPhone slowly, making the first steps towards it. I think we're going to see how it goes. Let's see how this comparison goes. And yes, in this video I'm probably looking at the iPhone more than the Android, because I don't like the way the Android image looks. No, it's just about passable in my opinion. Anyway guys, in the comments, someone please help me find the Android that beats the iPhone in terms of camera quality, and otherwise I'm buying an iPhone. And I've been with Android like forever, since the iPhone 3GS. When I had that, I waited for the updates to come out, the upgrades, the next one, waiting for a decent step forward, and I'll buy that one. Oh, well, don't buy the 4GS or whatever it was, or the 5. Wait for the 6, because the updates on the 4 and 5 weren't big enough. The changes weren't big enough. Still the same phone basically. And I waited for years, and no half decent improvement came. So I went to Android, because I had a friend of mine saying, look, I can change my background. Look, whenever I swipe to the next set of apps, I've got a new background if I want. And he was showing me all the customizations he could do easily. And I was like, wow, that's what I want to do. And for me to do it, I had to jailbreak and go into detail and really hack it, which I did. But it was effort, and it would keep falling apart again and again and again. So yeah, no thanks. Yeah, I went to Android for years and years. I'm an Android guy. I do a lot with Google, but the camera's not good enough. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on, but the camera just is not good enough. So anyway guys, I think I'll end it there for the 3rd time on this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. See you later.